All right, guys, we're back with round three, Edison Format, Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We got Stephen Bronder on the left playing Synchro Cat Zombies versus the Sherrif Los playing Diva Hero. So looks like Steven's going first. Glad to see Los playing Diva Hero deck. It's a deck that I haven't featured enough on the channel just because no one at my locals plays it, but I think it's a solid deck that you should be prepared for because a lot of the big tournaments in real life and online, there's always, like, not always, but a lot of times there's one Diva Hero deck that sneaks into Top Cut, so I think it's a good deck. It's one of the first decks that I ever tried in Edison, and I just haven't tried it in a while. Maybe I'll go back and play it again. And it was like Los's hand opened slow, so he just set a monster and passed, and let's see what Steven can do. Steven activates a lure. So Steven is trying to get his fourth win on the channel, whereas Los, we all know he's got a bunch. Right now he has the most wins on the channel currently. Steven summons Cat. What is he going to grab? Double Air Bellum here. Yeah, I think, yeah, he's going to go for the double Air Bellum. Oh, he's playing Monk too. I didn't even know he was playing Monk. This is a very interesting deck, but it's actually, like, when you think about it, it's a good idea. Like, you set tomatoes and turtles, they attack into him, you get Goblin Zombie, then you go Cat. The only issue I think with this deck is drawing the Air Bellums. I mean, it's not the worst draw, but still. Like, if you draw the Cat, it's amazing. But or the Monk. All right, so here Steven flips summon Sangan, so he's probably going to go for Brio. Yeah, I think he's going to go Brio. So what's he going to get off Sangan? I think he's thinking about Reaper or... So he's choosing Goblin. So I'm smelling he has a Book of Life. So yeah, he bounces the monster. So Steven's going to try to get a card out of Los's hand. Let's see what he hits. Yeah, he has a Book of Life, and he's playing the Synchro with the Air Bellum after this Air Bellum hit. Let's see if Los has Gores. 1 through 6. So Steven hits the tree board. It was a pretty bad hit, but it's fine because it's gonna get Book of Life. So now Steven's gonna Synchro for 7. Which one does he go for? Ooh, Bellum. And he's going to trigger Goblin Zombie. So both these guys are undefeated right now. We had a 14-man tournament. It was 3 rounds of Swiss, cut the top 8. So the winner of both these guys are going to make top 8. But they're basically playing to see who's going to get to the 1 seed. And it matters because if you get the top 8, you'd rather play the guy who's 8th, who's barely in there, versus going up against someone who's like 6th or 5th or 3rd or 4th. Normally at my locals, we play until there's only 1 undefeated left. But this tournament, there was 3 undefeateds. I was the other undefeated, but I lost the last round. I was playing down. So anyway, let's see. Los allures. Oh, what's he going to allure away? So that allure might have saved Los because his hand, I think, was pretty bad. I'm almost positive he set the Treeborn turn 1. And ooh. Steven with the Starlight Roll. You can see he's kind of like stretching. Come on, Steve. You don't have to gloat, man. Starlight Road can be devastating at times, man. But it's not like Steven. Like, you don't know if they have Starlight Road when they set 2. So here's Steven bounces the set monster. Now is he gonna bounce the back row? Steven's got Pyramid Turtle, Cyber Dragon. Oh yeah, so he's going for the Urbellum hit. Los is at 64. Yeah, Los's hand is bad. So I would do this also if I was Steven. But luckily for Los, he does have the Gores, so this is not too bad. So basically, yeah, Los is basically gonna skip his draw phase. Takes 22, so will Steven bounce the Gores? I think it comes down to, does he have something to stop the Gores attack? If he does, but then you also have to worry about Caius. So I'm curious what Steven's gonna do here. Now Steven has Solemn Judgment, and I think no, even Solemn. It just comes down to, are you afraid of Gores? Not Gores, sorry, Caius. So let's see what Steven decides to do. Steven decides to put the Gores back. It's not a bad move. Okay, so Los. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't set the back row again. I think because he has Solemn. Yeah, I think Los has Solemn. So he can't set that. He can't set the back row. Otherwise, maybe Steven only bounces the monster. And then you're dead. So I think Los can't take that risk. Okay, so Steven bounces the monster, and then basically he's gonna make Low skip his draw phase again. But yeah, he's kind of like in a loop. Like, what can you do? He's gonna attack. He's gonna do the same thing over again. Yeah. Like, what do you do now? You're at 2K. Yes, this is game. I don't see what you can do. You're at 2K. Yeah, Lowe's figured it out. Yeah, let me just scoop. So Steven with that Urbellum lock. Steven takes game one. The Sherrif is going to have to pull off the Legacy 2-0, the famous Legacy 2-0. Let's see if he can do it. But like I said, they're both being top 8, so it doesn't matter too much. I got them, like I said. Cat Zombies is an interesting deck, and Diva Hero is a deck that I need to remind myself, because like I forgot how to play against this deck. Just what to side in and out, so sometimes your local meta is like not realistic of what you're gonna see at a big tournament. Anyway, so Los sends Necro and Mally, and Steven special Cyber Dragon, and then summons Cat. Man, quit drawing that cat, Steven. At least get the OG cat like this one that's behind me. Okay, so Steven goes for Stardust. So Los is gonna protect his Necro. And then Steven's going to lose his Cyber Dragon, and he's going to Crow the Mally. All right, so Steven's hand is like another Crow. Oh, that Caius is... Yeah, that's devastating. So Steven's has now Raikou, Crow, and Nobleman. So Los is not playing Raikou, but he shuffles his deck because you have to, because it's part of the card. What did Los set? All right, so Steven's got like a trap card, a Crow, and whatever else he drew. So here comes Diva. Gilman. I see Dark Arm on the bottom of Los's deck. So Steven chooses to bottomless. Oh, he might get punished for bottomlessing that Gilman. Maybe he was reading Snowman, because this deck does tend to play Snowman. And Los being safe, playing around Gores, unlike me, who you guys may have seen the finals of a previous tournament. I did not play around Gores. Not because I just thought his deck didn't play Gores, and, cost me the game. Anyway, Los is searching for Sangan. After Synchro Summon for Android, searches Crow. Yeah, against zombies. Yeah, you definitely go get Crow. All right, so he gains 6, so 86, 68. This game is not looking good for Steven. I have a feeling they're going to go to game 3 because Los is just so ahead. Steven usually plays on this beautiful goat mat. I don't know where he got it. It's gorgeous. Anyway, so both these guys fighting, trying to get... Steven's like one of the... I have a list at the end of each video of the top 10 players who have the most wins on my channel. Wins as far as like tournament wins, not match wins. And Steven's up there. He's in the top 10. He's got 3 wins. He's been in the finals 5 times, and Los is on the top of the list with the most wins, most final appearances. But to be fair, it's kind of unfair because like I've been keeping tracks for like since the beginning, and obviously me and Los have been playing from the beginning. That's why we have the most amount of wins compared to others who don't play as often. But it's just I just like keeping track. I like stats and all that stuff. I'm just a huge fan. I do it for like everything. All right, so Los Future Fusions, specials Prodigy, summons Diva. I don't think he plays another Gilman. Yeah, I didn't think so. So here Los can make like an Armory Arm and then Brio or Goyo, whatever he decides to make. And he's got plenty of heroes and an Ab-Zero coming down in 2 turns. So here he Brios. I think, yeah, this is game. If Steven does not have Gores. I mean, the Crow's not going to save you, so... yeah, it doesn't matter. So quick game 2. Now we're going to game 3. Will Los pull off the Legacy 2-0, or will Steven finish the Sherrif off and get that number 1 seed? All right, Steven sets 1 and passes. Los allures. Let's see. He allures away the Caius. And Future Fusion again, my God. I heard some people like playing Gold Sark and Diva Hero. I think, what's the guy's name who plays this deck? A True Hero. I think I was watching a video of his, like, this is a long time ago. And they said Gold Sark makes this deck so much better, which I don't know. I haven't played this deck in, like, over a year. It's been a long time since I played this deck. But, I mean, if you just open Future Fusion, it helps. You don't need Gold Sark. Alright, so Lowe's Future Fusion sends Bubble Man and Mally and sets Monster in a back row. Alright, what is Steven going to do? Steven Special Cyber. Does he have Caius? So they're 8,000, 8,000. Steven's got Instant Fusion in his hand. Let's see what he's got. Instant Fusion Cat. Okay, that's a good. Steven's hand's pretty good. Any Caius's? What's he going to target? The Future Fusion or the face down? Or the back row? Who knows? Depends. Can you deal with the Future Fusion? But he's got the cat play for next turn. So Los Solemns pays half his life. That might come back to bite him. So it's turn 1 on Future Fusion. 2 back rows from Steven. Yeah, Steven just needs to survive, isn't it? Because he's got plays next turn. Okay, Diva. Because, yeah, he... Oh, but he doesn't have a... Yeah, he has Instant Fusion Cat for next turn. Instant Fusion Cat and Book of Life, but he has no zombies. Alright, so Los is going for Stardust. What's the face-down monster? Oh, Necrogardener. Oh, yeah, maybe this actually looks pretty bad for Steven now. If Los has Miracle... Oh, yep, he does. He's got 2... Does he have 2 heroes in there and 2 waters? That's why I don't like Crow. Crow can be good against this deck, but... Alright, Steven Solemns. But then this is game. He must have something to stop game right here, right? So he takes 24. And yeah, I'm going for it if I'm Los too. Like, you better, like, just force him to deprison your Stardust. You have Necrogardener, you have Android, and you have Ab-Zero coming out next turn. So you go for game there. Okay, so Steven's hand, remember, is Instant Fusion, Book of Life, Cat, and whatever he drew for his turn. So how do you deal with this? Los has Necrogardener. He's at 46. Brain Control would help. God, that card wins so many games. There's been so many times where I'm like in a winning position, and I'm like, the only way I lose is my opponent has Brain Control. And this is one scenario. Los is in a great spot as long as Steven doesn't have Brain Control. All right, so Steven's at 600 thanks to the Instant Fusion. So you can't even Brain Control now. That's one good news. That's one thing about instant zombies. If you can get them low, you can, like... They can't Instant Fusion. They can't Brain Control you. So here comes the cat. So I don't even know. What do you do? I don't think you can kill him. There's no way you can kill him. I'm thinking, like, if you Dark End... Yeah, you, like, Dark End and then Book of Life, the Necro, but no. I don't think Steven can kill him. And then Los is going to get Ab-Zero next turn. So if I'm Steven, what do I do? I think you try to do as much damage as possible. But you're at 600. That's the issue. So he brings out Colossal in attack mode. Book of Life. The Necro. And he's going to chain Necrogardener. I guess what Steven does is he attacks directly with Reaper the Nightmare. That will get blocked. Yeah, he blocks that. Yeah, it blocks the next attack. And then you run over the Android. I'm thinking what Steven... I'm thinking this is what I think Steven should have done. No, but you're at 600. You can't take that risk. It's so risky because you just lose. So he gets rid of Caius. Okay, that saves Steven. Now what do? Like, what 8 do you make? Ab-Zero's coming down. Do you run 2 Colossals? That wouldn't be bad. And just set the... I mean, what does Stardust do? You don't even want to bring out Stardust. I was thinking maybe Steven could have... I guess Thought Ruler's not bad. Yeah, you Thought Ruler. And if Los tries to ram... Well, Los is probably going to ram the 0 into Colossal. Okay, so he brings out Stardust in defense mode. Yeah, I was thinking Steven could have maybe done like a Dark End and then Colossal in defense mode. But then you risk... If you attack, you risk... if Los draws a water monster, he just kills you by attacking over your Dark End. So that was a risky play. Maybe you should have just went Dark End and attacked the android. So you'd have Dark End and Colossal in defense mode. But then Lowe's could ram. I don't know. Yeah, I think maybe Steven should have done that play. Just hope that Lowe's doesn't have a water monster. And then Lowe's is forced to attack into the Dark End. I don't know. Steven was in a tough position, man. I'm not going to sit here and say it was easy. He was in a very, very tough spot. Maybe this was the correct play, going for Stardust. I mean, I don't see how Steven gets out of this. He can't brain control. All he can do is really just stall with Colossal Fighter defense mode. I guess, no, I'm thinking about this was not a bad play by Steven because Los is forced to attack the Stardust. And now he can just stall with the Colossal Fighter in defense mode. And Steven's hand's like Monk and another card. So, yeah. We'll see how Los can switch that Colossal defense mode and just stall. And he sets another monster. Yeah, Los is in a good spot. Oh, here comes... Oh, that's game. Miracle. Yeah, that's game. I don't think there's much Steven could have done. So Los comes out with the Legacy 2-0. He's got the 1 seed. And we'll see, can these two... will these two be able to win in top 8? Hope you guys enjoyed the duel. We'll be back soon for that. Bye, guys.